Hey VCers, it's Matt here. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday night. Thought I'd check in with a video. Just saw Joe, me and Mr. Mayo's video there where somebody sent him a record in a, looked like he wrapped it up in a grocery sack or something there. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you actually had a good copy of the uh, the record otherwise for the cover. I've crossed my fingers. I'm lucky. I've never had that experience, and I've ordered a lot of stuff through the mail. The only thing is, I show this again. This came through the mail in this condition. I don't know if you can tell. Uh, this is a band up in Ohio. I got their record that came out earlier this year like that, and I emailed them, and they were super nice about it. I told them I'd send the record back. They said we don't have any real use for a warped record, but they sent me another copy that's in perfect condition. I guess this, I don't know what happened with this one, just a little fluke thing. And the only other time I've really had something like that is also this year, oddly enough, when I ordered a copy of that soundtrack of the Bride of Frankenstein album that I'd seen on your channel. Thought it was cool, so I tracked it down and got a copy of it, and it was advertised and eBay. I got it off eBay. It was advertised as one of the green vinyl copies, and it showed up as black vinyl. And I got in touch with the guy, and I double checked his ad just to make sure I was right. It said green vinyl. Got in touch with the guy, and he said, just send it back, and I'll refund your money and postage and all that. And in the end, I thought, what the hell? I'll just keep it because I played it. I thought the music was pretty cool, and I'll track down a green vinyl copy someday. But anyway, that's I've had pretty good. Otherwise, had really good actually experiences with getting stuff in the mail, as being packaged right and being in good condition. This one, maybe I'll do a contest, and this will be the first prize. The next, I've got a contest going right now, but maybe the next contest I do, some lucky winner will end up with that. But need to do a Kinks album review. I'm not going to do that today. I didn't do one this weekend. I was just lazy. Didn't feel like doing anything. So I will return, I hope, on Saturday to do the Kinks. I was going to wait and do just some new stuff I got video. So I'm still waiting on one record that I think is pretty cool and special that hadn't shown up yet. It's another thing I got in the mail. It'll be just my luck that now it'll show up in a paper sack and be busted to pieces, but we'll see. But I have got some other stuff in the mail these last couple of weeks, and I've been so busy at work that I haven't had time to listen to any of them, unfortunately. But I thought I would show them. First thing, and going back to Joe, he did a video here a couple of days ago with some really great Beatle, solo Beatle actually, records that he picked up. A lot of Paul McCartney and stuff, and one of them was a Ringo album, and I had oddly enough ordered that around the same time and got it, and so yeah, it is Ringo's. It's in the plastic bag there. I don't know if the glare is. Time Takes Time by Ringo. I think it's a 1992 album. This is a German pressing, which I think Joe's was too, and I think Rockboy 680 chimed in on Joe's video and said that he had a Japanese pressing. So I don't know if this ever came out on vinyl in America. Maybe it did, but this says it's a German pressing. Mine's basically the same thing as Joe's. There's the label, that kind of I guess that's kind of a cool looking label. Doesn't really fit in with the cover of the album or anything, but just sort of those three colors there. Let me get this out of the plastic bag here. So yeah, there's the album cover, front and back, and the only difference from the one Joe showed and the one I got is that I got a kind of a cover slick that came with it that was in the bag with the album. And I remember back when there used to be a whole lot of record stores around when I was younger, we used to sign our names on the back of the posters, the advertising posters, and get them when the record stores were done with them. And a lot of times they had these just album size, they call them slicks, of the album cover hanging up on the walls in the record store. And I remember getting some of those. So I guess that's what this is. Maybe, I don't know. And the backside has a picture of Ringo there. And I don't know, maybe this came with the album when you bought it, or maybe the person that I bought this from. Just had this extra and tucked it in there. But either way, it's nice to have. I haven't listened to this album, like I said, yet. I'm looking forward to it. People have said this is one of the better Ringo albums. Flimsy cover though. I still don't like flimsy covers, but I'm glad to have this because it's long out of print, hard to find, and like I said, I don't know if it was released just in Germany and maybe Japan. Don't know if it ever came out in England or America. The other thing, and I haven't even opened this yet, is Naomi Shelton and the Gospel Queen's newest album that just came out here a week or two ago. Got her other album that came out about 3 years ago, which is gospel music that sounds like soul. This is on the Daptone label, Daptone, which has been around, I don't know, 10, 15 years. They release a lot of, Charles Bradley's on there, and Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings are their big, the Budos band, those are kind of their big bands. It's bands that exist that are now current bands that sort of make uh, retro soul or music that sounds like soul music from the good old days. So some pretty good stuff. This is gospel music that sounds like soul. Uh, I like their first album a lot, so I'm looking forward to this. I haven't heard anything off of it other than when I pre-ordered it. There were on the Daptone website, there were little song clips you could listen to for some of the songs that had 30, 40-second clips of two or three of the songs. So I haven't even unwrapped this yet, but I need to get in there and listen to that because I'm looking forward to it. And I pre-ordered that Naomi Shelton album, and when you did so, the first, I don't know, 400 or 500 people that pre-ordered it got this cool 45. Is this the right one? Yeah, on colored vinyl, and it's side one of this is, or side two, one of the sides of this is Catapult by a group called the Knights of 41st Street. Don't know who they are, but the second side is 41st Street Breakdown is the name of the song, and that's by Naomi Shelton and the Gospel Queens. So it's pretty cool. 45 in colored vinyl. I haven't played that or any of these again, as I said, so I'm looking forward to that. The other thing is Daptone is doing, I think it's their next, they sell albums and 45s. Their next 145s, I think is what they said. Their next 100 single releases, they're going to do the first 100 copies on colored vinyl, and they've done two of them so far, and I wish I would have. The Charles Bradley one came out on pink vinyl, and I got the email because I get an update email from Daptone and some other record labels, and I think that thing sold out in like 20 minutes. And I heard clips of the song. It's a really good song on both sides of that 45, but the colored vinyl is long gone. You can still get it on black vinyl. I might buy it just because the songs are so cool. But they've only released one other since then, and that's this band called, is it the same? Yeah, The Relatives. I don't know who they are, but and this is looks almost clear here when I'm looking at the camera, but it's green. It's kind of a lime green vinyl or a light green vinyl, whatever you want to call it. So only the first 100 of these were on colored vinyl, and you can still get it on black vinyl, but they've the colored vinyl sold out on this pretty quick too, so I'm glad I got it, and looking forward to hearing what the Relatives are all about. And last but not least, like I said, there's one album that I'm really looking forward to that just hadn't shown up in the mail yet. And so, lastly, here we go. Hey, wait a minute. You're saying you showed this on your Record Store Day video, and you're right, I did. Ta-da. So what happened here with Lydia Lovelace, who I may have mentioned once or twice, released the best album of the year this year, probably the best album of the decade. Record Store Day, her new album came out February of this year. Record Store Day, she released this 45 exclusively for Record Store Day, 1,000 copies on the same as that other, this sort of light green or lime green vinyl as she calls it. It's got a side is a song called Mile High, which is a new song that's not on her new album, so it's an additional non-album track. Side B is a song called Blind by that chick named Kesha. Lydia Lovelace's version of Blind is kind of an acoustic guitar take. It's actually pretty good. I had no idea what the Kesha one sounded like, so I dug it up on YouTube and listened to it. It's horrific, awful garbage. I don't even know if I got through a minute of it before I turned it off. But Mile High is a wonderful, great song, just as is everything on her new album. So anyway, yeah, so there's the Record Store Day. 1,000 copies on the green vinyl. That sold out and it's long gone. The Plant, according to Bloodshot Records, her label, and their email, they said the Plant pressed up the green records for Record Store Day, and that's all they were supposed to do. But somebody at the record pressing plant messed up, and after they did the green vinyl ones, they ran off a set of black vinyl ones, and they didn't say on the record label email how many of the black vinyl ones they did, but they said that they shipped them to the record label. The record label was like, what the hell, you weren't supposed to do that. But then they thought, well, what the hell, we'll just sell them. And they says in the email that once these are gone, they're gone forever, just like the green vinyl ones. So it's limited edition, even though they don't say how limited. But so the black vinyl, got it on black, got it on green. That way it ensures that I have pretty much, or I think I have everything that Mrs. Lovelace has. Miss Lovelace, well, Mrs. She's married. I've got everything that she's recorded, so that's cool to have on black and on green vinyl. And the picture sleeve is exactly the same as the Record Store Day picture sleeve. It even says limited edition of 1,000 on both of them, even though I don't know if they made more than 1,000, less than 1,000, or whatever, the black vinyl copies. But it's cool to have. So that's it, and I'll do a Kinks video this weekend. I'm still got quite a few of those records to go through. Sorry about your paper envelope record mailer there, Joe. Hope everyone's doing well. So there you go.